Today on Pawel's Mysteries, currency. What is it? Without understanding what is currency, how can we call something a currency? Is Bitcoin a currency? Is honey currency? What about seashells? Well, with seashells, uh, in Mediterranean, there was a situation when there was very expensive coloring for the clothing. It was the color purple. To achieve this color, you can only do it one way, by collecting special kind of seashells and then grinding it, and by a certain process, you would get purple coloring. But you would need 1 million of those seashells to actually produce a pound or two of this coloring. That's why only kings and clergy, very high clergy like bishops, could afford it, and also emperors and kings. That's why it had value, not because it's seashells. Other people may point out that in the Pacific Ocean there is some islands with 270 people on it, and they use big stones and they they do markings on those stones. So if I buy a house from someone, I do markings, right? But that's not currency. This is a ledger, and it's a ledger between family and friends, because there is only 270 people. So what is really a currency? Currency, it's not something that we agree upon, like seashells or stones or something. It has to have intrinsic value in itself. It has to cost to get that currency. It has to be something that you can't fake, so that this person can't print his own currency. This guy can't print his own currency or type it. It has to be something solid, like gold, silver, something that you can't fake, something that it takes effort to get it from the ground. You need machines, you need effort, you need people, and luck too. And now that you have this gold, what you do, you deposit it to the bank, and the bank issues a banknote. Notice, bank note. It's a note from the bank that you actually have that gold. It's a note from the bank. Other words, it's a receipt. Think of money as a receipt. Now, if someone removes that deposit, then you have a receipt of nothing. You have no money. You only have paper. So when Federal Reserve says that they have no gold in their deposits, it means that all the American money that you have, it's actually fake. It's just a fraud. It's an NSF check. It's a check without backup. And when all the other countries in the world will realize that that their deposits are gone, well, it may cause global collapse. If you have only paper as a receipt for gold that doesn't exist, once everybody realizes that they have been taken, that they have receipts without cover, without backup, well, the money is getting devalued. Also, it's getting devalued because American economy and every economy is based on debts. That means that the more people have debts, the harder it is to get loan. That means the interest will go up too. It has to go up. It's called inflation too. With inflation, the problem is this. There are people who have mortgage for 1%, 2%, but in a year or two, or even in half a year, they will have to refinance. In their naivety, unfortunately, a person who has 1% mortgage believes that she will just go to the bank and she will renew it. No, she won't. They will ask her for 7%, or at least 6% in Canada. Why? Because if inflation is pegged at 5%, they have to make some profit, even 1%. But that means that mortgage is 6% now, not 1. So if she has $2,000 payment, suddenly she will have $12,000 to pay a month, if she will be able to remortgage. However, her house will be worth less, because a lot of people will be in the same situation, and they will be forced to sell their homes because they can't pay $12,000 mortgage or $7,000. So of course, you have to adjust for compound interest. So from 1% to 7%, it's not 7 times more. It's like 9% more, or 10 times more. So just recently I saw a person, single mother, $2,500 a month payment for an apartment. Now remortgaged, $4,000. That's all she makes a month. That means she's crying because she knows she's going to be homeless. And CBDCs, or cryptos, it's the same idea. It's a written imaginary currency that doesn't really exist. It is absolutely controlled by central bank. That's why it's CBDC. CB stands for central bank, controlled currency. So it's central bank controlled currency that is absolutely controlling the situation. With Bitcoin, tell that to 25,000 Russians that they had their account frozen by American government. That's how easy it is. Punch of a button, you don't have anything. Punch of a button, your account is frozen or unfrozen or punished for your behavior or speech or for anything. Since the currency must be universal, it has to be appealing to everybody. So it has to be portable. It can't be big. It has to be portable. It has to be recognized by everybody. It can't be easily destroyed. So it should be metal like gold or silver. And if you would use receipt as a paper money, as a receipt that you have that gold, that's still good. Because even if the receipt is fairly not destroyed, you can go to bank and get the new banknote. So that being said, once the interest will go up, people won't be able to pay mortgages. They're going to be putting up their properties on sale. And if you have 1,000 properties and you have 40 properties for sale, that lowers the price by half. So that's what is going to happen. And once people realize that their homes are worth less, contractors will not build new homes. That means workers will not be necessary to build. You will not need paint. You will not need carpets. You will not need windows. You will not need roofs, cement. All those industries are going to stop because construction is driving the economy. We are looking at financial Armageddon. Some people think that the economy will crash, but it's in distant future. No, it's crashing right now as we speak. Some people didn't notice that yet. If you go to a store and this cheese that costs $10 costs $12, that's 20% inflation. That's not 5% like the government is telling you. Government has reason to do that. So if you would like to see more of those videos, subscribe. If you would like to contribute, not donate, but contribute, then I would appreciate it, because my contribution is in spending my time and effort and intelligence, and someone else can contribute either money or his time by sending me information that I need to put it up. Thank you very much. Bye.